Anytime you are confronted with a difficult situation, ask yourself immediately, what did I do wrong? You have to get to the root of the problem, and you got to make sure that you didn't cause this, right? If you're in a discussion with someone and you get to a disagreement, you have to ask yourself, did I cause this? What did I do wrong? Or how could I have caused this with the way I've acted in the past, maybe what I've said in this conversation, and backtrack to correct your mistake, right? Now, if you ask yourself that question and the answer is, no, I don't think I did anything wrong, then great. You can move forward with the confidence that you're not necessarily in the wrong, which means that you're also not necessarily in the right, but at least you're not wrong, right? Because the worst thing is to be wrong and to be angry at someone and then for them to correct you and later you feel terrible or it's a hit to your pride or whatever it is, right? At that point, you look more like a child than you do an adult because children that's what children do. So what else? What other things do children do that you should not do? Children cry because, they don't get what they want. They let anxiety get to their head. They get caught up in emotion, right? They make the wrong decisions. They take other people's toys. They have unfinished drawings or unfinished projects. They leave a mess for other people to clean up. They don't take responsibility for their actions. What else do children do that's terrible? I mean, they make messes. They're just disgusting. They don't take care of themselves. They're a burden to other people, right? They're loud and they don't know how to appropriately communicate. Honestly, I don't know exactly what the story was, but we've all faced a moment like this. I was talking to someone's grandkid, right? And they were like, your beard looks terrible. Or it wasn't that, but you know how kids have a way of saying things where they really stick the knife in. And it's like, wow, because they have no filter, right? And so that's another thing that kids do is that they have no filter. They say things without thinking about the consequence, right? Or about thinking about how to rephrase everything. Okay, so you got to keep these things in mind because you don't want to look like a child. You want to act and live like an adult in the world because the better people get along with you, the better your chance of success in the world, right? Jordan Peterson talks about this a lot. Friendliness or the ability to be social, to exist in a social environment is one of the best characteristics for lifelong success because if you think of like the game of business as a bunch of iterations of cooperation, whoever's the friendliest has the most iterations of cooperation. So the most opportunities to work with someone, the most opportunity is available to that type of person because people want to work with them. People want to give their money to them, right? So this is just a line of questioning and like a thing to think about in your day-to-day life. In what ways am I acting like a child? I know that for me, the unfinished drawings is a pretty big one that hits me. There aren't many projects that I've actually finished this year. I've started way more than I've actually finished. And so that's something I need to get better at because I don't want to be a child, right? If I want to be a mature adult and I want to be treated like one and I want to treat myself like one, I have to have the confidence that I'm taking actions that align with that vision for myself. Part of that is finishing a project, and there's a topic in the Bible, which you don't have to be Christian for this to apply, but to those who have, more will be given, and to those who have not, all will be taken. So if you think about finished projects as things that you have, if you don't finish projects, then you have nothing. So everything will be taken from you. You have to have something. You have to finish projects. You have to have complete actions in order for your life to amount to anything, right? So that's one area of self-reflection in my life where I'm acting like a child that I have to change because I know that I eat healthy and I try not to let emotion get to me. I can see into the future more than just a couple minutes into the future, so I can plan out my life very well. The follow through aspect is something I have to get better at. But really start to look at your life in that perspective. How am I acting like a child in my day-to-day life? Because when you phrase it that way, it's like, wow, do I want to be a kid, a child, a disgusting little creature that's running around? Trust me, I'm excited to have children. I want to have like 8 or 10 of them. I actually will have 8 or 10 of them. But yeah, they're disgusting little creatures. So ask yourself that question. In what ways am I acting like a child, and how can I change so that I can treat myself like the mature adult that I'm want to be? That's the best way to say it. Why not us?